Hello, welcome to Healing 101. My name is DrMonifa Jones. I'm super excited that you are with me today. And let me tell you right now, you are going to want to share this. You are going to want to tag this to a person that you absolutely love and that you want to see some transformation take place in their lives, that you're just not satisfied by yourself of going to the next level, but that you actually want to take some people along with you. You better get excited. Welcome to Healing 101. This is the platform where we heal together live, because we understand that we were not born to suffer, but we understand that we cannot pour from an empty cup. So it is imperative that we understand the necessity to live at our highest self and to live our best life. And that's what healing is all about. And in case you don't know, as children, as adolescents, as even adults growing up, we have been through a lot. And as a result of going through a lot, we've had a lot to process. And so what we do is we live our lives out of processing those hurts. We live our lives out of processing those pains. And unfortunately, we make some decisions about relationships, and we make some decisions about jobs, and we make some decisions about people that we interact with as a result of our pain, right? So let me tell you, our pain is not here to stay forever. Our pain is here to teach us. Our pain is here to show us that there is a better way, because when we are hurting, we won't just keep continuing to go that way. Get excited, right? So pain has information in it. Pain has knowledge in it. So welcome to Healing 101. In case you don't know, my name is DrMonifa Jones. I am a transformational life coach. I am available for one-on-one sessions. In addition to that, I'm a previous college professor. I'm an entrepreneur, a business owner. I have a health and wellness business as well. I want you to know that I'm a mother, a daughter, a sister. I'm a wife. And effectively today, you better get excited. I'm your friend. So welcome to Healing 101. All right, guys, let's get into it. Welcome, everyone. So today on this amazing, magical momentum Monday, the start of an amazing new week, we are talking about belief in self. Guys, I cannot tell you how amazing this topic is. I cannot tell you how critical, how important, how necessary it is for us to understand the topic of self-belief. Because see, what self-belief does is it leads and guides all of your decision making. Self-belief determines what you will or will not go after. Self-belief determines your next level. Self-belief already has set up what you will go for and what you won't go for. It's all dependent on what you believe about yourself. That's why I really want you to tap into this topic. Because let me ask you a question. You ever had a day where you were sad or you were down and you were having a rough time, and somebody told you, oh girl, it's okay, it's going to be all right, and you still felt bad? Why? Because you believed you felt bad. I'm asking you the question. Have you ever literally, this is probably very appropriate, had an aha moment that it doesn't matter what's going on around you, it matters what's going on inside of you? That you have to determine that it's so important for you to understand and believe in yourself. Let's get into this topic today. We're talking about this week. This topic is fire. Going into the new year, it is fire. You know why? Because your 2023 is indicative upon, it is determined by your belief in yourself. You can look back over your life and you can see the decisions that you made were based on your belief in yourself. I am very clear that some of the decisions that I have made in previous relationships was because of the belief in myself. I am very clear that some of the jobs and careers and some of the paths that I have chosen was predicated by my level of belief in myself. And I'm also super, super clear. And I understand that when I develop a high self-esteem and when I develop confidence and when I believe in myself, I also make a different type of decision. You better get excited about that. When I don't need to look outside of myself for validation, when I don't need to look outside of myself for acceptance, and I start to trust myself, Gwen, guess what? When I start to trust myself, guess what? I start to move different. I start to make better decisions. Get excited about that. See, that's why I tell you guys that solitude is so important. You need to get away for a second. When I say solitude is so important, because you're going to learn to trust yourself. I want you to spend time alone. And you know why people don't like it? I'm going to tell you exactly why people don't like it. People don't like it because they are not used to being alone. They're not used to being by themselves. People don't like it because they don't trust themselves. So when they get alone and it's quiet, it's weird. When they get alone and it's quiet, they don't understand. It feels awkward. It feels strange. You know why? Because you don't know yourself. The reason why it feels awkward and strange is because you don't trust yourself. The reason why it feels awkward and it feels strange is because we know to thine own self be true, but we never took the time to find out who we are. We never took the time to develop a knowledge of self. We never did it. And so when we get to those quiet places, when we get to the times that we pull away, when we get to the times that we by ourselves, we ready to get out of there. What time is it? Am I done yet? Did the alarm clock go off yet? This is strange. I need to go find my boyfriend. I need to go find my husband. I need to go find my best friend. I need to go find my child. I need to go find my puppy. I need to turn on the news. I need to turn on Netflix. I need to go to social media. I can't do this. I cannot be faced with myself. Oh, I can't do this. I can't sit alone with my own thoughts. I can't sit alone and understand that everything in my life depends upon me. That's too hard. That's too dark. That's too much of a shadow that I'm not willing to deal with. So I'm always going to keep the news on. I'm always going to keep the music blaring. I'm always going to be on social media, because if I literally shut down my phone, shut down my computer, shut down my music, shut down my friends, my family, even for 5 minutes, I'm going to be faced with me. I'm going to be faced with myself. And I'm going to realize that I'm not where I want to be. And I'm going to realize there are some things that need to be changed. And I am going to realize deep down in my heart and soul that I am not satisfied being where I am. And I'm going to realize deep down in my heart and my soul that I'm the only one that can change that thing if I sit long enough. I got to tell you guys something that I'm super duper excited. This blouse that I have on today, I am celebrating, and let me tell you why. I purchased this blouse before I met my husband. And I love African clothes, so it had an African flair, but a little professionalism. I love that. I said, that's hot, but I couldn't fit it. So I put it in my closet. And I kept checking. Year 1, couldn't fit it. And I told myself, I'm going to get in that blouse. Year 2, couldn't fit it. Year 3, couldn't fit it. Year 4, year 5, I'm in this blouse. I actually saw it today. And I said, I tried it on last year. And I said, man, I couldn't fit it last year. I probably can't fit it. And I said, no, we don't speak that way to ourselves. We only speak to ourselves in terms of confidence, in terms of elevation. That's the only way we speak to ourselves. So I said, girl, get it and try it on. So get excited. I just popped them tags today. So I'm celebrating myself. I'm celebrating the small wins. But I also had a conversation with myself, and I said I will never, ever, never buy anything 2, 3, 4, 5 sizes too small and torture myself for years so that I can constantly look at it in my closet and feel down on myself and say, oh man, I can't fit it yet. Ugh. And then go back again. I still can't fit it 3 years. Girl, what are you doing? So I am eliminating everything from my life that thinks is going to remind me of failure. So I want you guys to go on this level of upgrade, of elevation with me. And it starts with belief in yourself. I need you to understand that the highest level of intelligence is belief in self. That's where it starts. So if you don't already believe in yourself, that's where you have to start. That's where we have to delve into and say, what happened to me that I don't believe in myself? Who spoke negativity over me that I really believed it? How in the world am I going to let somebody change the way I feel about me? How in the world did I allow that to happen? How did I allow my past relationships to make me feel like I was less than a woman? How did I allow my past relationships to make me feel like I was less than a mother, that I was less than a wonderful relative? I don't believe it. So I don't care what you say. I don't believe it. I know who I am, and I know what I'm capable of. So I need y'all to know I believe in myself. But please understand, that's only the beginning. That's when the work starts. That's when the dark night of the soul begins. That's when I am faced with myself. That's when I look in the mirror and I say, girl, it's time to elevate. Spiritually first. Let's go down the line. What do we need to do to elevate? Physically, what do we need to do to elevate? Psychologically, personal development, mindset, what do we need to do to elevate? Financially, what do we need to do to elevate? So this is what I'm going to tell you. The only way you are going to elevate your vision is by changing your framework, is by changing your point of reference. See, so many of us, our vision, I'm telling you right now, ask me how I know. The levels of our vision is from our points of weakness. The reason why we don't think big and dream big, and the reason why we don't think it will happen to us. Oh, what's going to happen to Mary down the street? Oh, it'll happen to my neighbor. Oh, it'll happen to my brother. Oh, it'll happen to my cousin, but it won't happen for me. Why would great things happen to me? So our level of vision is operated out of weakness. Our level of vision is operating from a place where we don't even believe in ourselves. So can you help me to understand or to understand that belief in self is the first stop? That's the first street you need to go on down this journey. You have to believe in yourself. I don't care what they said about you. I don't care what they did to you. It doesn't matter. You have to believe in you. And it's going to start with you spending time by yourself. Because see, let me tell you, we're walking in fear. We're listening to the news too much. We're like, oh my God, I need to put on 14 masks. Maybe they have monkeypox now. Why are you inundating yourself with negativity? Your level of vision comes, listen to me, from your framework and your point of reference. What point of reference do you have for wealth? Who do you know that's where you want to be financially? Who do you know? If you don't know anyone, you need to know someone. Whether you know them directly or indirectly, it doesn't matter. If you want to study them online, if you want to read their books, if you want to apply their principles, philosophies, and strategies into your life, one by one, it doesn't matter, but you need to have a point of reference. Your level of vision is not going to go beyond your point of reference. So if you have body goals, like me, and you're trying to tone up, and you're trying to muscle up, yup, at this stage in my life, yes, I am, and yes, I will. Yes, yes, and yes again. And if you are trying to do that, but your point of reference is everybody's around you is fat, let's just keep it real. You're not going to go to no personal trainer who's 200 pounds overweight to show you how to lose weight. But we go to people who can't help us and expect them to help us. We go to our broke family members to ask them advice about money, but they don't have none. Do you think I should start this business? Why are you asking them? They don't have a business. They don't have a business. What are you asking them for? You need a framework and a point of reference. If you want to be a business owner, entrepreneur, you need to get around entrepreneurs, directly or indirectly. If you want to be financially stable, you need to get around people who are financially stable, directly or indirectly. If you have physical body goals, you can't be going out with your fat girlfriends every weekend for some food. I'm sorry, I'm telling you, that's me. I'm the fat girlfriend. I'm the one that everybody said, if you come around me, you're going to get bigger because I'm going to feed you. And I'm going to feed you a lot. And then I'm going to give you some take-home boxes too. If you wanted to lose weight back in the day, I was not the one because I'm going to fatten your butt up. I'm going to fatten you up. So this is what I'm saying. This is no judgment. This is all transparent about me. This is no judgment. If I want to be a woman that lives a long life, full of longevity, right? Full of vitality, no sickness, no illness, no disease, that is something that I am going to have to pursue on this journey. But wait a minute, Monifa, you believe in yourself a lot because your family has a bunch of diseases. What do you mean? Your father has dementia. It's a whole list of diseases in a black family. High blood pressure, heart disease, lupus, cancer, you name it. It's a lot of diseases in the black community. Why do you believe that you are not going to die and have a short life because of those diseases? Because I have a new point of reference. I have a new framework. It's my husband. I call him the real doctor. Infinite wealth and wellness. He told me that I can still have my teeth. He told me that I can be walking strong. He told me that if I want my tomorrow to look a certain way, I have to start it today. I have a point of reference. And I'm excited about that. So I want you to know that you can believe in yourself, but it's going to take some work. You're going to have to get around people who are where you want to be. We even have dream dates. Like, go to a $3 million mansion. Walk around. Touch the marble. See all the beauty in the home. And you're like, wow. Most of us don't believe we can achieve those things, so we never even try. So what I'm going to tell you for 2023, at least get a point of reference. At least get some framework. At least say, I've been there. I smelt it. I touched it. How in the world can that be possible for the next woman, but it is not possible for me? You better go get in your Mercedes, your Bentley, your Rolls Royce. You better go anything that you think is possible. Get a framework for it. get a point of reference for it. We not in 2023 going to keep telling ourselves that it is impossible. We are not going to keep telling ourselves that that's for that person, but that's not good enough for me. I'm telling you now, you need to believe in yourself. Let me tell you about the lion. The lion is in the jungle. And when a lion wakes up in the morning, I want to tell you, I want to be like the lion. Because when a lion wakes up in the morning, the lion is excited. And let me tell you why the lion is excited. Because the lion know they're going to eat that day. You better get excited. The lion know they're going to eat that day. Guess what the lion said when they woke up? The jungle is full of abundance. I think I'm going to go get me a gazelle. Get excited. I think I'm going to eat off of a gazelle. And guess what the gazelle does when it wakes up in the morning? The gazelle wakes up in the morning and goes, where's the lion coming from? I got to protect myself. I got to be in survival mode. Because I know the lion is out there. Are you the lion? Or are you the gazelle? How many of us live in survival mode? How many of us wake up every day? Oh, Lord, I'm in survival mode. What do you think your mood is every day being in survival mode? Your mood is full of anxiety, depression. Your mood is low vibrating, low frequency when you're in survival mode. When you are in survival mode, you live your life in fear. When you're in survival mode, you make decisions based off of being in survival mode. But when you determine in the morning that you're the lion, I don't know where the gazelle is, and I don't know how I'm going to get it, but we're going to figure this out. But see, most people are not in the lion mode. So I'm going to ask you today, if you're a lion, type in the comments, effective today, I am adopting the mentality of a lion. I know I don't know how I'm going to increase my finances. I know I don't know how I'm going to fix the family that's broken. I know I don't know where my next house or my next car is coming from. I know that I don't know how I'm going to elevate myself spiritually. I know I don't know how I'm going to change my eating habits and how to fix my body. But one thing I know is that I believe in myself. One thing that I know is that I believe in the fact that if I adopt a lion mindset, if I adopt a lion mentality, then I already won. If I adopt a lion mentality, then I have already told myself, I'm going for the catch. I have already flipped my mind from survival mode. I have already flipped my mind from, I'm a gazelle. I'm a gazelle. I'm looking for the lion. I'm looking for my depression. Who in my family going to be mean to me today? I am looking for my anxiety. Oh my God, where's my paycheck? I can't pay my... I am looking for it when I wake up. But somehow, I think I hear a fire alarm in my house. 1 second. Thank you so much. I had some candles on downstairs, but I want you to know, even this word, no, I'm on fire. Y'all better get excited. We're on fire over here. You know why? Because we determined that 2023 starts down. I am now going to start to do whatever it takes. I'm going to educate myself. I'm going to research. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to pray. I'm going to journal. I am going to figure out, how am I going to start believing in myself? Why can I not sit with myself for 30 seconds? Why? Because you remember when somebody touched you when you were younger? You don't want to feel that, do you? You got to get through that. You got to process it. All the things that we've been through, we have to go through them. We can't let them stop us. We can't Let them overtake us. It's just a part of the story. But this is the thing. You get to write the final chapter. You better get excited. You get to write the final chapter. I don't know about you, but I've changed my chapter. Y'all better get excited. I went on this self-love journey and I found out, baby, I found out about the law of confidence. I found out about the law of self-esteem. I found out about the importance of self-love, and I knew that it wasn't selfish, but I knew that's what I needed to be who I needed to be to everybody else. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Kiana. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Corday, for everybody who said they are going to become a lion, Gwen. Thank you. Because you are the only person who can tell yourself that. Or you can stay in survival mode for the rest of your life. And I'm letting you know right now, you keep coming to Healing 101, you're going to get sick of me. If you decide and make a decision to stay in survival mode, I don't care how old you are. I don't care what you have, what you don't have. I don't care about your money. I don't care about your body. I don't care about no diseases in your family. All I care about is you developing a mindset to heal. For you developing a mindset to become whole. Of you determining deep down in your heart that you are no longer going to be bankrupt. My mood is bankrupt. I'm always sad. I'm always worried. I'm always depressed. That's a bankrupt mood. So you're going to have to determine, don't wait for no rainy day. Every day, every day, every day, you got to pour into yourself. Every day you have to make a deposit. Because I promise you, as strong as my name is Monifa, I promise you that this world will make some withdrawals. I'm telling you right now. This world going to say, oh, you too happy. Let me wipe that smile off of your face. This world going to say, you don't belong in my life. I don't care what you did for me. This world going to say, we're going to treat you like crap. This world is going to offer you a lot. That's going to blindside you. Like, why is this happening? Don't worry about that part. I promise you it's coming. Wait for it. Your job is to make deposits. Your job is to keep telling yourself every day, even though you see a little bitty, tiny, little scared kitten in the mirror, still speak, I am the lion. I am the pursuer. I am going to get what belongs to me. I'm going to eat the day. See, y'all think eating is food. That's a whole nother conversation y'all don't have time for. We are eating so much crap, and that's why we can't think straight, because our gut is our first brain. But because we eating all this food and we always fatigued and we have no energy and we're not tapping into not even a small percentage of our brain, we can't even make decisions to care for ourselves. They tell us stuff and we believe it. We believe we're supposed to be on medication for the rest of our life. If the medicine works, why do I have to take it for the rest of my life? It doesn't work. So I'm excited you guys are hanging out with me today. Because what we're going to do all this week, we're going to make some deposits this week. Because we know the withdrawals are coming. Oh, yeah, we just had Thanksgiving. Get excited. And oh, yeah, Christmas is coming. Oh, it's the happy time of year. We're good. Okay, you keep saying that. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some deposits every single day. Monifa, you're a lion, girl. Monifa, go get that gazelle. What is the gazelle you conquering today? Are you conquering self-pity? What are you conquering today? Are you going to increase self-love, self-care? Are you going to make a plan to improve yourself in every area of your life? Or are you going to be the gazelle? You're going to wake up again. Oh, what's happening? I don't know. I knew somebody's coming to get me. The government is coming to get me. My husband is coming to get me. The kids are coming to get me. The landlord is coming to get me. The professor is coming to get me. My students are coming to get me. My coworkers, my neighbors. Like, who wants to live their life? That's right. Claim your net worth. Who wants to live their life in survival mode. You don't want to go where you want to go, do what you want to do. Do you know it's not going to happen unless you do something about it? You can be mad about it. You can blame your parents. You can blame your lovers, your boyfriends, your husbands, your spouses. You can blame your kids. You can blame your relatives. You can blame your neighbors, your coworkers, your bosses, your business partners. But at the end of the day, wherever you go, then you are. So at what moment are you going to take responsibility for yourself? At what moment you're going to say, okay, enough is enough. I'm tired of living in survival mode. I'm tired of not having enough money. I'm tired of not having enough peace of mind. I'm tired of never experiencing joy and happiness, and I'm going to tap into it by any means necessary. This is what I say. People say, well, I don't know if I'll ever really be happy. I don't have a point of reference for it. I've never, ever felt it. But you ain't even going to try? You ain't even going to seek it? You ain't even going to pursue it? You ain't even going to say, wait a minute. I deserve joy. I deserve peace. I deserve happiness. I deserve wealth. I deserve abundance. I deserve prosperity in my health. I deserve prosperity in my wealth. I deserve prosperity in my spirituality. I deserve prosperity in my relationships. Wait for it. While everybody doing what they doing, man, I'm getting so fired up. I'm making so many deposits. I don't care what y'all doing. I don't even care. Because I'm making so many deposits within myself. So that when the withdrawals come, and they coming, I'm going to be like, oh, that's all you got. That's it. You better get excited. So, guys, that's our time. I love each and every one of you. I want you to know, plug back in this week. This week, we are talking about making deposits so that when the withdrawals come, we can stand the trials, right? May God continue to shine his face upon you. May God be gracious to you and grant you peace. I want you to know what you want wants you. We are forgiving ourselves for believing that we should have done better when we didn't know how. I know you had a lot of withdrawals through relationships. I know you allowed it. I know you had a lot of withdrawals. I know, but that's okay. Yesterday is past. It's gone. What you going to do today? What you going to do today? You better write, journal, meditate. If you don't have 5 minutes, you don't have a life. Take 5 minutes. Sit alone. Learn yourself. The rest has to come. You don't understand. It's not what you're looking for. It's who you are becoming. It's not what you're looking for. It's who you are becoming. So my prayer for you is that, we're all seeking our highest and our best. But what we want once us is already done. Believe it today. Let's just believe today that we believe in ourselves. It's already done. It's already done. We already have it. It's already ours. Let me say it again. I'm going to say it 3 times. Let's believe today that we believe in ourselves. I don't care if you've been molested, abused, assaulted, left for dead, rejected, abandoned, stole from, somebody stabbed you in the back. I don't care. Let's decide today that we believe in ourselves. Yup, me and my broke in need of repair, blah, blah. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you call me a hoe. I don't care if you call me a drug addict. I don't care what you call me. Today, I believe in myself. And if I mess up tomorrow, that is quite all right because I am on my journey to a better me. Get excited. So, guys, I look forward if you can handle this content. Some people, mama, they call me loud. They call me dramatic. But if your friend or your family member was in a burning house and they needed to be saved, would you whisper? Would you whisper? All right, Cherie. Guess what? Guess what, Cherie? I ain't whispering. It's an urgency. Get excited. I will see you guys tomorrow, Monday through Friday, live at 5, when all of us lions are getting together, believing in ourselves. Have an amazing day on purpose.